Hey, this is a piece of custom inventory management software I made for a previous employer. It is much more full-featured than I had originally intended when I first conceived it, but it ended up being a pretty cool project, and I learned a lot. So we're looking at the detail view for a single brand here. You can see that you can change the quantities and case sizes manually there, as well as change some of the general settings for the entire brand. Most of the items are imported from their point of sale program, but this is where you can create your own items or update the existing ones. Next here we'll see a category grouping feature that I added to allow them to better see what they have on hand. We'll see a bit more on that later. This is the brand menu. Here we can adjust how the brand name appears, mark it as containing certain seasonal items, as well as set the location the brand is located at in the warehouse. Here we're going to print a sales report to allow the warehouse staff to replenish products that have been sold. The quantity in parentheses here is what the warehouse should have on hand, so they can check and make sure everything's correct, and the quantity on the right there is what they need to pull. Next up we're going to do a bulk update from a barcode scanner file. This is how most of their updates are done when they are adding or removing products. You can see it's going to check for invalid or unknown items in the scanner file. If we pop up the details, we can see the problem numbers that it's caught and either try to fix them or just get rid of them and fix it later. We'll fix this item here that the barcode scanner read incorrectly, and then reprocess the file, and we can check that it had all of the brands on it that we're expecting, and then go ahead and add them into inventory. So when they manually request products, they do it from a web page, and here we can change where that web page is stored on the server, as well as a few different settings. We'll take a quick look here at the manual I created for them. There's not a whole lot interesting here. Pretty much just a lot of info on setup and interfacing with the point of sale program. Alright, when they're pulling products manually, they're doing so on an iPad using a web page that's served locally and automatically generated and updated once or twice a day. We're looking at that web page now. We can see they can browse by brand, they can see what brands contain which seasonal items, and then it's pretty simple to use. They just enter quantities into the pull field there, send them to the pull, and then the pull is emailed to the warehouse once they are finished. This info tab is something that they recently requested that I add. Here they can see a breakdown of stock on hand by category, as well as a month-by-month history. They typically do a ton of hiring in the fall, so hopefully this will allow them to better plan out when exactly they need to hire those people by looking at previous years. That pretty much covers all the basics. The point of sales program that it's designed to interface with is Accuterm. So if you are stuck with some text-only interface, ancient point of sales program, but don't want to change everything over to a new system, but do want to have a better way to visualize and request products on hand, then go ahead and contact me. I can set something up for you that'll work for a pretty reasonable price. Thanks for watching.